Let's cover lesson 1.3 that outlines the Snowflake security principles and identify use cases where they should be applied. And we will be covering everything about network security, encryption, users, rules, and grants. And we will also touch base on authentication parts. First up is network rule. In Snowflake, network policies and network rules work together to create a multi-layered security parameter. While they sound similar, but they serve different functions. Rules define the what and where, while policies define the allow or block. A network rule is a schema level object that identifies a set of network identifiers in Snowflake. It does not actually block or allow anything at all on its own. It simply creates a reusable list or definition that other security features can refer and use. If we talk about network rules parameters, the first is mode. Mode indicates whether the traffic is coming in or going out of the Snowflake environment. There are two modes supported by network rules. Those are ingress. It is for the traffic to come into the Snowflake. Second is egress. It is for the traffic leaving the Snowflake. Next parameter is type. Type identifies the specific IP ranges or domain names or IDs in case of private connections. And third one is value list. It is nothing, just your IPs or CIDR ranges stored inside the networking rules. This is the syntax to create a network rule. We will say create or replace network rule with the name. Then we mention the mode, either ingress or egress. Then we mention the type, and then we also mention the value list, which is nothing, just the IPs. Next up is network policies. Network policies provide a critical layer of security by controlling inbound access to the Snowflake service based on the origin of the request. Network policies provide a critical layer of security by controlling inbound access to Snowflake services based on the origin of the request. This is the syntax of network policy. We will say create or replace network policy, then the name. Then we have a parameter as a load network rule list and block network rule list. If we talk about parameters, the first parameter, as you had already seen in syntax, is name. Name is the identifier for the network policy. It must be unique for your account. And next up is allowed network rule list. It specifies a list of network rules that contain the network identifiers that are allowed access to Snowflake. There is no limit on the number of network rules in the list. And third is block network rule list. It specifies a list of network rules that contain the network identifiers that are denied access to Snowflake. There is no limit on the number of network rules in the block list as well. As we had seen network rules and network policies, let's do hands-on, and I will go back to my Snowflake. First thing first, I will just check my current IP. I will say select my current IP address, and this IP address I am going to use for this tutorial. I will hit run and I am able to see my IP address. I will just copy paste this here. Now I am going to create a network rule. Once we create the network rule, we assign the network rule to the network policy. So I will say create or replace network rule, and I will name this as, let's say, my IP rule. Okay. And first thing I need to mention is type. So the type of this is IPv4, and then I need to mention the mode. Okay, and I will mention the mode as ingress, and then I will add some comment, which is a best practice to do. I had successfully created my network and I will run this network rule. Perfect, guys. I had successfully created my first network rule. It's the very time that I also create a user. And I guess you already know how to create a user. For that, I will say create or replace user, and let's say demo test user. And then I will say my password. Let's say 1234. And then I will mention the default role as public. Cool. And I will run this user as well. Perfect. It's the time that I set the network policy and assign that policy to this user. For that, first I need to create the network policy. So I will say create or replace network policy name, let's say demo network policy. And then I will say allowed network rule list. Okay. And I will mention my network rule. I will just copy paste here. And inside my single quotes, I will mention my network rule. And then I will add a comment saying that this is my network policy. Cool. And I will run this one as well. Perfect. Now my network rule is there, my user is there, my network policy is there. It's the very time that I should set the network policy for this user. So for that, I will say alter user, my demo test user, that network policy is equal to my network policy name, which is demo network policy, and I will hit run. As you can see, there is an error on your screen. This error came because while I had created my network rule, I forget to mention the value list. Value list is nothing. Basically, it's your IP. So I need to mention that as well. So I will say value list is equal to my this one, and all I will do is I will just rerun these all scripts. And perfect, guys, I had ran all the required scripts. It's the very time that I should log into this demo user with my password. I will sign out from my existing account and change my username to demo test user, and I will mention my password 1234, and I will do sign in. Once I do this sign in, I will go to my workspace. So as you can see that I am able to log into my demo test user. Reason because it's having the same connection. But if I change my connection from my current connection to anything else, I will be getting blocked by my network policy because it is not allowing anything additional than my current IP address. As of now, I am only having a single network connection, so that's the reason I cannot show you. But if you try to change your network connection and try to log in, you will be blocked by your network policy. That's pretty much about network policies and rules. If I conclude, network rules define network identifiers and are schema level objects, while network policies enforces the allow or block logic and are account level object.